Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Moose Minute Project on a Monday morning. And we are in a great state of Wisconsin. I love this state. Yesterday, it's been a great weekend. Got time to spend doing some outdoor things with the wife, taking care of the yard, doing a few things there, trimming some bushes and trees, spending time with the pups, doing that. On Saturday, I made a little tour. As I posted, I first went out and talked to my brother. My brother's buried in Boaz. He died at the age of 21. I was 10. And got to say a few things to him and talk to him. I got to rearrange and make sure the flowers looked good on his grave too. And, I think he'd be, pretty proud of my son, and they might have ran into each other in his old days, but who knows? It's hard to believe that he's been gone since '84 already. So, but then we made tour to Hub City, out past Gerber Lane, where my grandparents had a farm. And then I went to Yuba. My grandparents had a cheese factory, actually, on Highway C. So, kind of a little family rally look, just checking in. So it was fun. As you can see, the sun was pretty warm. And then yesterday, I golfed with my son. That was a lot of fun. I got to golf with him and a buddy of his. They worked together, and I've known the family forever. And quite honestly, they bought my old house. But, we got to hang out and golf, and it was the fathers against the sons at Viroqua Hills, 2-man golf tournament, kind of, just the 4 of us, but it was our own little tournament. And the dads were starting to put the kids in their place, and then the skies opened up. We got through 14 holes, and it started to pour. So, there will be a rematch. That is for sure. There will be a rematch of fathers versus sons. But that'll be okay. So it was a lot of fun, though. So that's where we're at. And getting ready to leave for 1 week from today. We'll be on family vacation. I think we're heading over by the Sheboygan area. So a little golf is on the forecast, and hanging out with grandbaby, and just getting away. And I think we need that. A lot of things going on in the government these days. But I just was watching an episode with Rick Fairless. And Rick Fairless from Strokers everybody knows he paints a lot of his stuff in psychedelic colors. He's that hippie kind of colors. And he was even just now telling people to stay off his channel because they were confusing all of that with the LGBTQ and, calling him queer and he kissed boys and whatever. That is the part that this current administration is pushing so heavy. I'm trying to figure out what the hell people are so frantically worried about with the rainbow flag and with all of that. Oh gosh, seeing the rainbow colors, automatically they turn them into judgmental people. There's a lot of judging going on lately too. There's only going to be one judge when I get called up yonder, and I'll have to live up to that one judge. And it isn't my neighbor. It isn't you across the street. It's not that. But everybody seems to be wanting to call you dumb, stupid, or anything else for believing if you are not a Republican, everybody wants you to believe, or that side does, that you are unworthy and you're stupid and dumb. Well, I guess we'll see if this big, beautiful bill passes what's going to happen. I have a feeling that I am not going to be richer. I don't think that I will gain any other, I'm already looking at gas prices that, they're at $3.12 now here. So they haven't gone down. And grocery prices, I know Roxanne and I were out shopping they haven't gone down. So do we just continue to believe the lie and then, we'll switch a different angle? Let's just switch. Now we're going to talk about a war somewhere. Or we'll talk about how successful we were in Iran. I'm not sure we were. I'm not going to believe J.D. Vance or Hegseth to tell me how successful it was. I don't believe it was successful. Because I don't believe those three yahoos telling me what it is. And I call them yahoos because listen to them. Listen to them talk. They talk exactly as the president does. And I will respect him because he's the president. But if you're trying to make me believe one word he says or one thing that's going to happen, you have another thing coming. So, when do we start really paying attention? And paying attention to what's going on? Because it's not going well. It's not going well for anybody. The economy is slowing down a lot from what I can see. It was interesting yesterday at Viroqua Hills. And by the way, if you're in this area, and you are a golfer, Viroqua Hills right now, I believe she was the manager yesterday that we had talking to us and stuff after we got off the course when it downpoured. If you are looking for a golf course to go to, it is the best $60 you can spend for 18 holes of golf and a cart. The course is immaculate. Everything is great shape. The greens are extremely fast, but they are smooth as glass and they are beautiful shape. Everything stuck. Just awesome shape. Golfed well yesterday. It's hard for me because I don't feel the whole end of the club, but it was just nice to get away from all the talk, and then you get back to it and you hear everything that's going on, and then you gotta, anything that's getting shoved down your neck, like, it's gotta pass by this, it's gotta pass by, you gotta get it done. There are things in there that I'm gonna guess nobody wants to know about, that are not going to help the middle class. That bill does not take away tax on tips. It does not take away your tax on overtime. It does not take away the tax on senior citizens on Social Security. All the things that a gentleman said would happen, none of that is in there. It's going to cut Medicare. It's going to cut Medicaid. Chris, who cares? Medicare, Medicaid, whatever. It's going to affect a lot of families, folks. And we got to start taking care of. Everybody talks about how we got to take care of our elderly. We got to take care of elderly. DC says it all the time. They're not taking care of our elderly. And we need to do that. We need to take care of our vets. We need to take care of the elderly. That is where it needs to happen. So, with that said, I'm just asking you to start paying attention more, and not just to the major news outlets. Look back into your head and really about common sense, care, and compassion. 3 C's. Common sense, care, and compassion. Take a look at those 3 spots in your life and see if it's truly where you think it should be. And then if you get really wound up when you see a rainbow flag, ask yourself why. take time to really divulge why. Are they affecting you? Have you been hit on by somebody? I'm trying to figure out why people get so pissed off at that flag. Is it because they're different? Is it because of whatever? Just curious. So, that's what I got you to think about today. Getting here into my book. So, I got a mathematical puzzle for you today. So, are you ready? Think of a number. Multiply it by 3. Now add 5. Take away the number you first thought of. Now add 7. Subtract 4. Add back the number you first thought of. Now close your eyes. Dark, isn't it? There you go. Thought I would share that with you today. Thought it was pretty funny. Have a great day. I'm going to get into work, and we'll go see everybody later. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with another edition of the Moose Minute Project.